Good morning, everybody. I may sound groggy because I am just awake. Anyway, I wanted to just get started on the vlog this morning because, fun fact, misplaced my camera for a little while. I was walking around and I was like, it has to be somewhere. I thought it was in a handbag or something like that, but it was put out of the reach of our lovely little boy because he wants to play with everything now. He's super curious about how everything works and he wants to know, he wants to try and figure it out for himself. So you kind of just have to like hide everything. So sometimes you show him how it works, but then you're like, also please don't break this though. So yeah, it had been put away and I didn't even think to ask where it may be. Anyway, I wanted to make today's video about a little life reset. As you guys know, I am recently married. We actually, when I'm filming this, we're basically just married a month. And I do find, if you are married or if you have gotten married yourself recently or if you have been married, I feel like after your wedding, there's just so much happening that you kind of need this like reset after it. We kind of talked about this ourselves yesterday or the day before, and we felt like it was about 3 weeks of build up to the wedding and then the wedding, and then we went away for a couple of days. So 3 weeks of our life over like the past month or so or whatever, 2 months, were just so like hyped and built up and very wedding focused that a lot of our kind of like lifey things got thrown to the back, which is completely understandable. These things happen, it's such a big life event, but both of us felt like we really needed a like complete like reset to our lives, and that is what we are finally getting back into doing. Takes a minute, takes a beat to kind of like get back into the groove of things, and I feel like you mentally have to be really ready to just like get back into your routines and your habits. And I've told you guys like 1,000,001 times that I am the person that thrives on routine. I think most people do, but I definitely thrive on regular routines, on, you know, going to bed at nice times, waking up in the morning, feeling refreshed. I just feel better overall. I feel like I've got more energy. So that's what we are doing today. Well, it'll be today, but probably just over the next week or so, but hopefully today's video I can kind of share a couple of ways that I'm doing that. So numero uno, I'm getting my movement back in. So that kind of like went by the wayside a whole pile in the last 2 months really, and I was just getting out for walks when I could. I told you guys that I started running at the start of this year. I started running last year and kind of like it dwindled, but this year I really committed to it. And coming up to the wedding, the running, I kind of explained this over on the members club, but I felt like I did not have any brain capacity for anything other than wedding planning and work. That was like literally all that my head could handle, and the running kind of just went to the wayside. So I started back at my running I started running again probably straight after the wedding, but I wanted to get more regular with it this week. So this is my 3rd run of the week this morning. Put my alarm on and I lay out all of my clothes to run in last night, so I didn't have to think about my outfit this morning or what I was supposed to be wearing or anything, or where anything was, because getting up early for a run isn't always the nicest thing in the world. When my alarm goes off, I'm not like, yes, let's do this. However, I have found that my body clock is just kind of like regulating itself again. I'm starting to wake up at the same times without an alarm, which is perfect. It is quite hot here in Ireland at the moment though, so sleeping during the night, I feel like I'm not getting the best sleep in the world. So that's something that we got to work on, because sleep is like numero uno most important thing when it comes to kind of like regulating and like resetting your life, but not always possible for everybody. So yeah, I want to kind of work on that a little bit. I am getting to bed at better times, but my body is starting to wake up at the same time again. So I woke up this morning, put on my gym gear or my running gear. I don't always wear this t-shirt, but it's just so hot at the moment and I don't have any other, well, I have a couple of other t-shirts to run in, but I don't have anything at the moment. So this is the one that we're wearing this morning. It's from ASOS. It's really old, but I love this t-shirt. It's really slouchy, like oversized t-shirt. My cap is from the Couples. It says girls can do anything, really cute. I have a little Lululemon sports bra on. I'll show you my shorts and my shoes in a moment. and I have my Apple Watch on because I track it on Strava and stuff, which I find is such an encouraging thing for you. Like, it's like a battle against yourself, which is really cool. And thankfully all of my runs are starting to compete with themselves again, which is great, because at the start, they were interesting. But yeah, I think half the battle also for like working out or getting your movement in is one, like, be kind to yourself with your movement. I know some people are like, go get it done, but I just like to move because I like to move. I like to run because I like to run. I like to go for my walks because I love to go for a walk. And I have also started this new, what is it called? It's like an online kind of like classes, I guess. You guys probably, some of you probably follow her online already, but her name is Sammy Clark. Been following her for years and years and years, but I joined her like form movement thing, or like platform basically, online at the start of this year, and I just picked up the classes again this week, and it's so easy. They're like 30-minute classes, that's it. It's kind of like get in, get out, get the job done. So and they're like at home, so easy if you are a mom or if you are time poor. It's really handy to get them in. But anyway, I am blabbering and I really need to get out for my run. I feel like these days when I start getting back into like my running and walking and stuff like that, all I want to do is buy fitness attire. So that's where we are. So as I said, these little shorts are from Lululemon. I have them in kind of this color as well, actually. They're really, really cute, really comfy. I think these are the Hottie Hot shorts. And then these are my really cool sneakers. These are from Asics. And then I have these cute little like neon tick socks from Nike. Anyway, I have been blabbing and I really need to get out for a run now in the next like 5 minutes. So I'm gonna go do some quick warm-ups. And just in case you guys were wondering, because the last time I filmed in this room, everybody thought I had moved. I have not moved, I'm still in the same place. It's just a room I don't really film in. All right, you guys, we are back from our run. Do I have a baby that's about to join me? Hi, Baba. I've just fed Will his brekkie and I'm home a little bit now. I can't eat as soon as I get back from my run because it's just too much. I don't know if you guys are like this, but after like I work out, I can't like eat immediately. So it's about an hour later now and I'm about to make myself some brekkie. Will is about to take a chair over and want to start playing on this sink immediately. He loves playing with water, like loves playing with water. So he loves to stand up here beside me, obviously whilst I am with him, not on his own. And he just plays with water in the sink. Hours of entertainment. But yeah, I'm gonna make myself some breakfast now. I don't know whether I'm craving like sweet or savory this morning. I think I might be craving savory. Maybe we'll just do some like toast and eggs. That kind of sounds good. So we'll get into that. So actually another part of like resetting is taking the time to make good food at home as well. That's a major part. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but I'll show you what I have for breakfast whenever I've made it. So we had a little bit of a helper this morning. Will loves trying to do anything that we are doing basically, but that is how kids learn. So he helped make my brekkie this morning, didn't you? Yeah. You helped make my brekkie. So yeah, breakfast this morning is 2 slices of sourdough, which are actually smaller than I would hope for, but that was literally all the sourdough. Are you okay? Yeah. Will I help? Yeah, the 2 slices of sourdough are a little bit smaller than I had hoped. I have 2 slices of sourdough with some peanut butter, strawberries and honey, and then I have some eggs that ended up in an omelette that were intended to be scrambled eggs, but they're an omelette now. So I'm gonna go enjoy this, have a cup of tea, and we're gonna go chill out together for a little bit this morning before we have to go to work, yeah? Work. Yeah, work. Yes, good job. All right, we have gone for a really nice shower. I just hopped in really quickly just to shower myself off after I had my breakfast. Most of the time, I kind of just need to get done what I can get done in the mornings, because you know yourself, you have kids, your time is just kind of dictated around your child. So I am just getting ready for work really quickly. Will is off to his granddad's house, so we had to obviously get him his breakfast, get him dressed, all that kind of thing. So he takes priority a little bit in the mornings, and then I fit in and Ryan fits in what we can or want to get done ourselves in and around that. So we split the shift in the morning. So I just hopped into the shower and I did my makeup. One thing that I kind of want to focus on when I'm talking about like resetting my life, I feel like that sounds really dramatic, but you guys know what I mean, is properly getting ready, and i.e. like sitting down and doing my makeup and getting dressed again in the mornings, because I for sure get into a habit of just like throwing on the easiest thing, even if that's just like a pair of leggings and a t-shirt or just something that makes me feel elevated, but it's very basic. I'm trying to get back into like, you know, getting dressed again, which may sound really, really stupid, but I know that I have said this time and time again, that if you're ever in a funk, getting dressed, getting ready, putting your makeup on, doing your hair, that makes you feel like a whole different person, especially if that is your version of yourself. Like I know I feel like myself when I have my makeup on, not because I feel like I have to, but because I like it. But when I have my makeup on and when I'm dressed, if you're looking after yourself, you're better for looking after other people too. But anyway, that's besides the point. I do want to focus a little bit more on giving myself, or like structuring my morning a little bit better, to give myself time to get ready and to do my makeup and grab a shower if I have to, and get dressed properly. So makeup is done. I'm just going to pop my hair back in a bun. I know it's already back in a bun, but like actually do my hair. You guys, my hair needs colored so badly, but I have not had the time to kind of schedule that into my week just yet, so hopefully we can get that done next week. That is also part of getting my life together, is getting my color done. I got my nails done last week, so I just have like really basic neutral nails. They're just, you know, tidy. That's all I wanted them to be. And I went and I got a pedicure too. Actually no, I lie, I didn't get a pedicure. I just got my nails done, like my toenails done, about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. So I decided to take the gel off of my toes because I'm running so much. I just want to keep an eye on my actual toenails. Like if you guys are runners, you know runners' feet are just like not the best things in the whole entire world because they're getting put through it. So I just want to be able to keep an eye on how everything's looking down there, and for that reason I just want to keep regular nail polish on them. And I do find it easier to keep on top of like your toenails in comparison to like your nails on your hands when it comes to nail polish, because nail polish, like regular nail polish, unless you have found like the perfect one, it's going to chip within the week. You're not going to get longer than like 5 to 7 days out of your nail polish, really, realistically. So the gel at the moment is kind of just working for me. It's low maintenance. It's high maintenance to be low maintenance basically. But yeah, I decided to just go back to regular polish on my toes. So yeah, I got those kind of things done. I think probably today I'll try and get my hair booked in just so I can get my color done. I think I'm going to get a little bit trimmed off of it just to keep it nice and healthy, because I haven't got a trim since long before the wedding. I'm going to do that again. It's definitely due a trim and maybe a little treatment, so we'll go the whole hog because I haven't really done any of those things in a long while, and I feel like my hair is definitely in need of that, because I can tell myself when it's starting to just look a little bit limp, and it definitely needs a trim and a treatment. So I'm going to put a little bit of the Whey pomade in my hair just to keep any of the baby hair flyaways slicked back. You guys, this is discontinued, so I can't even link it for you anymore. I'm very sad about it. Can't find it anywhere, but I still have quite a lot left in this. I don't use a lot of it, but I will eventually have to try and find a replacement for it. So yeah, I'm just going to get ready for the day and get down for work. You guys are going to join me on my outfit planning process. I don't know what I'm going to wear today, but as I said, I just don't want to wear just leggings and a top anymore, although it's a very handy thing when you don't have anything to wear. I'm still pro, you know, if you're stuck, go for leggings. You can find a way to dress up a pair of leggings. My easiest way to dress up a pair of leggings at the moment is a pair of really cool slides and a black tank and a blazer over it. Easiest way to do it, but we're going to wear something a little bit more elevated, I guess. I also have restocked a load of my makeup, so I kind of feel like myself a little bit more now, because I was using the drags of my makeup for a long time, so I just needed to restock a lot of things. Anyway, I'm going to go and throw something on and I'll show you what I'm wearing. Okay, this is the outfit of the day that I've decided on. So obviously, as I said, I'm going to work, so I kind of have to be practical, which this is not the most practical colour in the world to wear when I'm going to be in and out of kitchens and all that kind of thing. But look, we'll pray and hope for the best that it survives the day, which you see me later on having to change. Anyway, this is what I've decided on for the day. I wanted to wear something comfortable and kind of breezy because, as I said earlier on today, it is pretty warm over here at the minute, so I don't want to wear anything that's like clinging to me too much. So we have a bit of an all white ensemble going on. My top is from COS. It's one of those kind of like boxy, it's just their like standard t-shirts. I have these in so many different colours and lots of different sizes as well. So if you want them to be a little bit more loose, they can be more loose, or if you want them to be a tiny little bit more fitted, they can be like that too. So you can kind of tailor them to how you would like them to look. I've layered 2 gold necklaces on top because the whole outfit is one colour. I just wanted to add a little bit of interest. So I have the pendant, initial pendant necklace is from Missoma, and this one is from Annie Lou, I think. And then my earrings are from Zara. My watch is Movement, and then my silk pants are, whoa, somebody's angry outside. My silk pants are from Zara as well. These are so comfortable, you guys. I actually wore these on my first wedding ceremony date. They have they're a cord, so there's a matching kind of halter neck top that goes with them. But this is what I always say to you about cords. They're so handy because you can wear them either together or as separates, so handy to have both of them. Like the halter neck would look really cute with a mini skirt too. But yeah, I'm wearing these today. I really feel like these kind of pants are such a good alternative to like a pair of leggings or like joggers or something like that, because they look, because of the actual fabric, they look more dressy, more elevated, but they're like loose and almost like a cargo pant because you can kind of see the structure of the pant. Very comfortable. And then my shoes or my sandals are from And Other Stories. They're super old, but I love this style of a sandal. I think it's just a little bit more different, and yeah, that's kind of it. So that is the outfit of the day. I quite like it. It's comfy, but I feel like I'm put together, you know, and styled. I feel kind of styled. So yeah, that is the outfit of the day, and I am going to get to work now, and I'll probably talk to you around lunchtime because, as I said earlier on, another thing that I wanted to work on when trying to get things back in order is making good food for myself and kind of cooking at home a little bit more, because we've been eating out tons, and not that that's a bad thing because it's also one of our favorite hobbies. But I love cooking at home, and it's just something that I completely fell out of love with for a little while. So I've been cooking at home a little bit more for us for lunch and for dinners and all that kind of thing. So I will meet you again at lunchtime. So it is lunchtime. Whilst I think of it, this is, please don't mind, I have dishes in my sink that need to go into the dishwasher, which also needs to be unloaded. But yes, whilst I am on the topic of getting back into routines and into better habits and stuff like that, water. So my mum actually got me this Yeti flask last year, the year before, for my birthday. And I keep saying to myself, I think you guys have heard me say this like a million times, that I need to drink more water, but this has really been helping me drink more water. And I forever and a day will use the excuse of not having a cute water bottle, and I was going to go and get myself a Stanley, and I was like, Grace, you already have one of these. So I've literally just been taking this around with me. I literally drank like 5 of these the other day. So it's been really helping with water intake, because, you know, the more hydrated you are, the better you are. But as I was saying earlier on, when I am getting kind of like back into the groove, I feel like I need to be focusing on how I'm eating, and eating in a way that just like fuels my body and kind of keeps me in high energy, not tired, all that kind of a thing. And I think all over like the wedding process, I was having lots of glasses of Prosecco for all the celebrations, and probably was eating a lot more sugar than I usually would as well. And that came through in 1, my energy levels, and 2, my skin. My skin does not like when I have a lot of sugar. That is not to say that I don't like a sweet treat, because I do. But I have been focusing a lot more on just trying to cook for myself at home and getting back into just trying to nourish my body, my skin, fuel my energy, fuel my days. And it just, honestly, it makes life so much easier when you're eating good foods. One meal of the day I kind of find that hard to do with is lunchtime, because I feel like I'm always on the go at lunchtime. And it's a meal, it's probably the same with you guys, it's a meal that I don't really think about that often. So I've started either prepping more food from like dinner the previous night, or prepping food alongside dinner that's gonna work for my lunch the next day. So last night I made, where is my chicken? I made these kind of like Mediterranean style bowls, and I just prepped some extra chicken when I was making my bowl last night, because I was like, perfect, I can heat up the chicken tomorrow and then I can pair it with some rice and some sides and stuff like that, throw it all into the bowl and we're good to go. So that's what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna make some form of that kind of a bowl. I'm gonna do some chicken. I just seasoned it with paprika, cumin, salt, pepper, and turmeric as well. And I'm gonna add some rice. Also, when I am in a pinch, I use these little just like microwavable rice packets. I mean, it would be better if I was making my own rice, but ease and all that. I'm gonna add some avocado. I'm gonna do a little Greek yogurt, like mint sauce kind of a thing, and some chopped tomatoes or something like that. And I think that's going to be my lunch for today. So I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, this is our little throw in a bowl dinner. So chicken, rice, avo is not the most ripe avocado. You can even see here, it's not the most ripe avocado. They're not the most fruitful one in the whole entire world, but we made do with what we have. Some red onion. This is just like red onion and dill, and a little bit of olive oil, some tomatoes, said the rice, and then I have this little like mint raita kind of sauce. So it's just Greek yogurt, and then I actually have in the fridge just this like little like herb blend of mint, coriander and cumin. So I put that in with this and a little bit of lemon juice and salt and pepper. So that there is my little dressing for my rice bowl. So something to make lunch a little bit more exciting. And yeah, just goes to show that you can have a really nice lunch. Obviously you could actually take this like packed for your lunch at work or whatever if you wanted to. You could put these kind of things on the side and keep them cooled, and then heat up this and have your little dressing to the side, and you'd have a nice little lunch at work. So yeah, nice, quick and easy, but very, very yummy as well. Okay guys, I am home from a really, really nice walk with Will. Please do not mind my eyes. I feel like they are about to just like, I need to remove them from my head. My allergies are just outrageous at the minute. Everybody that I know that has hay fever is just coming down with it at the minute, and I don't think being out around the grass and blowing dandelions and stuff like that helped that much, to be honest, but it was fun and we made some memories, so I will live. So step number 6,000,005 on just trying to get back into a good routine is taking my makeup off and doing my skincare. Actually, removing my makeup is kind of like the most important part of skincare to me, if I'm honest. Also, I should add that I did end up having to change in the middle of the day because work called and the white wasn't practical anymore, so we had to put on something a bit more practical to be running about in. But it was nice to get dressed and feel good and put together anyway whilst we could. So yes, anyway, back to the skincare and stuff like that. I feel like when I am on top of my routine and my daily habits and stuff like that, I'm looking after my skin. So step one of that is obviously eating a little bit better, and step two of that is keeping on top of my skincare. I have to admit, I was absolutely diabolical at keeping on top of my skincare when I was kind of like around the wedding period. I was taking my makeup off, but I wasn't cleansing my skin, and I think the mixture of the poor food choices and that also was just like, my skin was angry. So not that it was bad on the day of the wedding or anything like that, I was a little bit more conscious of it that week, but just around that and kind of afterwards with flying and stuff like that, just didn't feel that great. Felt a bit clogged up, wasn't loving it. So we're drinking our water, we're eating better, and we're taking our makeup off. I am using at the moment, you guys know I kind of go between the Clinique take the day off cleansing balm and the Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. So I'm using the Elemis cleansing balm at the moment, and then I'm following it up with the Clinique Take the Day Off facial cleansing mousse. So this is the one that really like cleans my face, and then this is the one that kind of melts my makeup off. And I'm just going to take my earrings off. I do feel like my skin feels so much better afterwards, and also when I wake up the next morning, because I am double cleansing, and you guys should be double cleansing as well, like as in taking your makeup off and then actually cleaning your face, because you would be shocked with the amount of product that still comes off. I use my other hand after you have actually just cleansed with a balm or whatever your first step is. But oh my lord, I can't wait to take my makeup off. As soon as I got in for my walk, I was like, I need to get this off of my face and feel clean, because I feel like my face is just covered in pollen or something like that at the moment. Wow. This is a look. All right, step one complete. I already feel better. So we're just gonna do step number 2 now, which is the cleansing mousse. Yeah, it almost looks like it has little exfoliating pills in it. It doesn't quite feel like that. I feel like when it goes onto the skin, maybe that's what causes it to kind of do this, like lather up, I guess. But I feel like it cleans my skin really, really nicely. When do you guys take your makeup off? Do you guys like wait until the evening just before you're going to bed to do all that kind of thing? Or are you like me and as soon as you get home from work, you're like, get this off of my face? As much as I love wearing makeup, I love taking it off as well. Hello, Papa. Anyway, I can hear my baby looking for me downstairs, so I'm gonna go, and it is, what time is it now? It's almost 5 o'clock, so I'm gonna get started on our dinner for the evening. I'm gonna change back into my little pearl. I'm coming. I'm gonna change back into my little pearl earrings because those Zara ones were hurting my ears a little bit. But yeah, I'm in my comfies for this evening. And we're gonna make some dinner, dude. He says, dude. Okay, I thought I might as well just show you the remainder of my little reset meals whilst I was at it. So maybe it'll give you some inspo for your own cooking at home. But this is basically our take on taco fries at home. So I did up all of this mince last night because I actually feel like it's better second day around when it's had the time to soak in the juices. So I did little baby potatoes, parboiled them and then roast them in the oven in some olive oil, salt and pepper. We have our mince mixture, some shredded cheese. I have some Greek yogurt there as well. And then we have the same for the boys. Alright, you guys, I think that is us for this evening. I feel like I'm like really zoomed up on this camera. Who knows? But yeah, that is us for this evening. Baby is in bed, dinner has been made, kitchen has been somewhat cleaned down and tidied for the evening. It's nice to just kind of give at least the kitchen a nice reset for the evening so that when we get up in the morning time, we're kind of ready to go again. Ideally with like a kind of like nice reset, I'd get a little bit of cleaning done, but you know what? That sometimes is ambitious when you have like a full work day and just like your normal evening plan with just bedtimes and dinners and all that kind of thing. So sometimes you just gotta kind of like keep the mood calm and do what you can do. So yeah, that's my next thing. If any of you guys have any good tips on kind of keeping your house as tidy as can be with a toddler, please let me know. My frame of mind is just try and clean up as you go throughout the day instead of having to do like a kind of big cleanup in the evenings. But if you guys have any tips, I am more than open to receiving them. But yeah, that is it for today's vlog, my little reset vlog. I've actually had a really great day today as well, so it goes to show when you implement the things that you would like to put into practice, your day can go a little bit smoother and you can feel a little bit more refreshed at the end of the day. Last port of call for my reset day is to just get a nice early night. We do get up pretty early in the morning now, not mainly because of Will, just to kind of get like a little bit done before he gets up, and also just with work and stuff like that. So it's nice to get an early night. And as I said, we haven't been sleeping that great, just with it being quite warm in the evenings. And in Ireland there is no need for air conditioning because it is not like this even 60% of the year, so we don't have air conditioning, so it's pretty warm in our bedroom. But anyway, I'm going to have my evening cup of tea and we're going to sit down. That is my dishwasher. We're going to sit down and just watch something and just chill out for the evening, and I will see you all again really soon in my next video. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day wherever you are.